Hi, my name is Rosemary. I was a Zulu and he put a ring on it, and I'm now a Piri, and I'm glad that you're joining me today wherever you're watching me from. Thank you so much for the support. So in case you are watching this video for the very first time, this is BBC video. BBC stands for Beauty with Brains and Character. So BBC is a campaign that I'm championing by the grace of God, and it's aimed at promoting godly character. So BBC understands that, you know, your gifts, your talent, your brains, your beauty can bring you before kings, can bring you before presidents, can bring you before any person you ever dream of. But it's actually the character that will sustain you when you're up there, and it's a character that will determine how long you'll be able to enjoy that favor that you find with those people. All right, and today I want to talk about the second component. So there's the beauty, the brains, and the character. Yesterday I was talking about the character. Today I want to talk about the brains. All right, and in BBC, when we talk about the brains, we pretty much talk about the talents, the gifts, the strength that you have, that God put in the inside of you, even when he formed you in your mother's womb, or before he formed you in your mother's womb. So that's what we talk about, because we believe that each and every person on this planet, whether black, white, whatever skin color, whatever ability you have in you, the talents you have in you, the gifts you have in you, the strength that God put in the inside of you, and what you need to do is to identify, discover, polish them up, and let them be a blessing to the world. And I want to share one thing today, one nugget about the brains, that many are the times that we look down on what we have because it's raw. Okay, so today I want us to just look within ourselves and see the different strengths, the different skills, or not skills, the different strengths, the different gifts, the different talents that God has put in the inside of us. For example, when I was growing up, I used to talk a lot, and I used to have a lot of energy. As a result, I know people didn't know what to do with me because I had so much energy and I could talk. If it's in those days, I could say that, you know, I loved the sound of my voice. All right, and because of that, some people felt, I think, irritated because my voice was so sharp, and I was, you know, you know, and had so much energy. I would run up and down. So some people would not even want to be close to me because they thought I was too much for them. They couldn't handle my energy. And you can imagine, if I didn't know those were my strengths, I was going to look down on them, and I wasn't going to polish them up. So what happened is, because God knew that I was called to reach out to young people, he gave me those strengths because that's what young people need. For example, by the grace of God, I've been working with young people for over 17 years. And when I say working with young people, I mean directly working with young people for over 17 years. And it's that voice, it's that energy that I have, that that God put in the inside of me, that gave me the ability to be an interesting trainer, to be an interesting mentor, to be an interesting facilitator, because I'm able to use different interactive methodologies with the energy I have to make sure that even as I facilitate, even as I build young people, they're being built in a very interactive and interesting way. And we find that now, even when I go to workshops that I'm invited at, like if it's boring, like I'm always that kind of a person that will ask the facilitator if I could shake people up, you know, because, and they appreciate that now. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is, in as much as maybe it was true that my voice and my energy was too much for people, but I believe that it's possible to use the raw talent, polish it up, and let it be a blessing to the people that God has called you to touch. And like right now, my job, I'm in public health, okay, and it involves interacting with different communities, because I know how, by the grace of God, I have amazing interpersonal skills. You know, it's easy for me to use my voice, it's easy for me to use my energy to work with people from diverse backgrounds. You know, I can work with people from rural Zambia, I can work with people from across the nation, across the globe. Why? Because of that strength that God put in the inside of me, the ability to talk, and obviously now I moderate my talk time and the ability, to use my energy appropriately. Lastly but not the least, when I was growing up, I loved to sing. Unfortunately, my voice was super sharp. I was that kind of a lady, or that kind of a girl that would be in the choir, and the choir master or mistress would tell you to shut up and just open your mouth so that you don't distract the rest of the choir with your voice. And it was really, 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 really discouraging. But thank God, by the grace of God, God put around me people that were able to see beyond the weakness. All right. And by God's grace, obviously my brother encouraged me to try out rap. He taught me how to rap, and guess what? For over a decade I've been rapping, and obviously in a small way, because I bet a lot of I don't know who I am. But what I'm trying to say is, by the grace of God, through that rap, lives have been touched. Okay, so I can't sing as beautiful as other people could, but I can still use my voice to rap and reach out again to young people who obviously love to rap, and beyond that, obviously I've used my voice to mentor young people. I've used my voice to speak life, because I have so many words, I have so much talk time. I've decided to let God use my words to build life. So through what I say, lives have been built. Through what I say, lives have been transformed. Why? Because I allowed God to get what He put in the inside of me and use it for His own glory. And apart from that, I've discovered that when the talent is raw, sometimes it might not be appreciated by people, but when you polish it up, it's easy to do wonders. So, child of God, this afternoon, I want to encourage you to look within yourself. Ask the Holy Spirit to help you look within yourself and see what is that thing that you're despising. What has God put in the inside of you that the world is awaiting in eager expectation to benefit from that? Look through yourself, all right, by the grace of God, and see that skill. Obviously not that skill. See that strength. See that talent. See that gift. Polish it up. Look for mentors that can help you build it, and let it glorify the Maker of heaven and earth. So I hope you've been blessed. From me, Red Rose Urban Missionary is bye, and remember that you'll be held accountable for the gift, for the talent, for the brains that God put in the inside of you. Ciao.